The Mid-City Bikeway runs from west to east through the heart of the city and has plenty of connection points to explore other parts of the city on two wheels. Let's discover Bloomington by bike.
Before we get started, it's important to remember to always wear a helmet, to use front and rear lights on your bike if riding at night, and to follow the rules of the road to keep you and others safe while exploring the city. To learn more about Minnesota bike laws, go to the link on your screen. It's also important to ride where you feel safe. Depending on the location, that might be a designated bike trail, the road, or the sidewalk. But if you are on a sidewalk, be sure to yield to pedestrians and obey any signs that prohibit bicycles. Construction projects at various times of the year may have impacts on riding this route. Make sure to check the city website for road closures and follow any posted detours. The Mid-City Bikeway is an on-road bikeway through the middle of the city and provides numerous connecting points to other destinations and attractions. The route runs from the east side of Highland Park to Bass Ponds and is about 7 miles in one direction, but the total length varies depending on where you want to connect to, so plan accordingly if you need to ride the route back to your starting point. There are also plenty of areas to park along the route if you want to take a shorter trip. For this video, we're going to start at Ridgeview Elementary and ride east. In the last episode, we took you on a loop around Bush Lake, which connects with the Mid-City Bikeway through Highland Lake Park Reserve, another option for parking. From there, you'll head east along 94th Street, which turns into Poplar Bridge Road as it crosses Normandale Boulevard and curves northeast. As the road starts to curve back east, you'll pass Nordmeyer Marsh on the left, which has nice views to enjoy. Continuing further east about a half a mile, you can connect with the France Avenue Trail, which runs both north and south, with the scenic boardwalk over 9 Mile Creek to the south. A kiosk at 90th and France will help you find your way. If you want to keep following the bikeway, cross France Avenue until you reach Xerxes Avenue. Watch for signs telling you to follow the bikeway north along Xerxes and then continue east along 86th Street. At the corner of 86th and Penn, you have a number of options. If you want to visit the variety of shops in the Penn American District, follow Penn Avenue north to American Boulevard. If you go south on Penn, the Penn Lake Library is a great place to cool off while you check out some reading material. The library also has bike locks available to check out for free. On the east side of Penn Avenue is Lower Penn Lake, which features a park as well as a beautiful peninsula and a bench a short distance further east of the park driveway. After crossing over Highway 35, you'll find a large number of commercial destinations along Lyndale Avenue, including several local restaurants and other shops. After that, if you feel like taking a dip at the Bloomington Family Aquatic Center or playing a game of baseball or tennis, you can take a detour south from 86th Street along either Nicollet or Portland Avenue to Valley View Playfields. Check the city's website for aquatic center hours. Another great place to cool off for kids of all ages is Cedar Crest Splash Pad, about 3/4 of a mile further east of Portland Avenue, off of 86th and Bloomington Avenue South. The splash pad is free and open from Memorial Day until early fall. Ride just 2 blocks east from Cedar Crest Park and you'll find Wrights Lake Park to the north, which features a baseball field, playground, and tennis and pickleball courts. And don't forget to stop and admire the popular Wrights Lake Community Mural. From the mural, you can follow the Nokomis, Minnesota River Regional Trail south to the old Cedar Avenue Bridge and connect to the Hodgeback Ridge Trail, which will bring you northeast to Bass Ponds. Or explore other trails in the Minnesota Valley National Wildlife Refuge by crossing the bridge. Note, however, that the old Cedar Avenue trailhead does not connect with the popular Bluff Trail. To ride that trail, you'll have to start at Indian Mounds Elementary. Another option from Wrights Lake Park is to complete the Mid-City Bikeway by following 86th Street to where it ends at Bass Ponds. Along that route, you'll cross Old Shakopee Road, which you can take north into the South Loop District, where you'll find a ton of great creative placemaking public art pieces, as well as more shops and restaurants, including Mall of America.
If you'd like to explore other areas of the city, you can find a full bike map on the city's website. And tune in next time as we continue to discover Bloomington by bike.